How did Selena Gomez ruin her friendship with Francia Raisa? As far as I know, she's one of the sweetest and most beloved icons in Hollywood. So what caused them to drift apart? I mean, it's pretty hard to miss the relationship between these two. After all, it was Francia who unselfishly gave up her kidney to help Selena, therefore saving her life. As we all know, the Wizards of Waverly Place actress is suffering from lupus, so she needed to get a kidney transplant. And guess what? Francia didn't hesitate one bit to help a sister in need.
Last year, I had a surgery with one of my best friends, Selena Gomez. I gave my kidney to her.
There aren't words to describe how I can possibly thank my beautiful friend Francia Raisa. Selena wrote in her Instagram caption thanking her good friend. She gave me the ultimate gift and sacrifice by donating her kidney to me. I am incredibly blessed. I love you so much, sis. Ah, the bestie flex.
I think Francia should be getting this award because she saved my life.
Don't we all wish we had a friendship like Selena and Francia's? Sure. Now if it only lasted. See, here's the tea between the two. Just recently, it appears that Selena shaded Francia when she sat down for an interview with Rolling Stone last November. You know how the industry works, right? It's pretty toxic, and as much as I hate to admit it, it's plagued with fake people. So basically, in the interview, Selena shared how in the industry, Taylor Swift was the only friend she'd had.
Your grandparents are here.
Hi, Tay.
How are you?
And how she felt that she didn't belong. Of course, internet folks were quick to point out how Francia saved her life, and yeah, practically bullied Selena for saying this. Since it's a pretty big publication, it didn't take long for Francia to see it. You know girlie's a bit annoyed with what Selena had to say, but she kept her thoughts short and concise. In a vague Instagram post, she only wrote, "Interesting."
I really like you a lot, and I've seen what you've done for your friend Selena by giving her your kidney.
And yeah, a quick check on the Bring It On actress's IG profile shows she's already unfollowed Selena. Oof, obviously this also reached Camp Selena, so of course, she had to address this whole fiasco on TikTok. On the platform, Selena apologized, saying, "Sorry I didn't mention every person I know." So is this more drama? I think so. I mean, Francia wasn't even mentioned in Selena's documentary, My Mind, considering it covered the last 6 years of her life. And within those 6 years, the kidney transplant happened. Isn't that a pretty big event to skip out on?
You are like the BFF that every single girl needs. I mean, you gave a kidney. That is huge.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't the first time we noticed that something's amiss with the two. I mean, Francia kinda showed it somewhat blatantly. Like, girl, following her kidney transplant, Selena hasn't been the best person to take care of herself, which is probably why Francia was mad at her. I mean, I would too, especially if I just risked my life to save her butt. After that transplant, Selena seems to have forgotten she's gotten a transplant, since the actress was seen partying and drinking heavily. Selena began to draw criticism online in 2021, after videos of her consuming alcohol started to make the rounds online. And in case it isn't obvious enough, alcohol abuse is risky for those who've had kidney transplants. Drinking more than is advised might increase blood pressure and harm the kidneys. Eventually, these criticisms got bad enough that in December of the same year, Selena released a TikTok video in response to a doctor's explanation of heavy drinking to address the reaction. In her original video, Dr. Dawn Bentel stated that the CDC classifies excessive drinking as 15 or more drinks per week for men. For women, 8 or more drinks per week. Selena said it's a joke in the caption of her TikTok video, which featured a video of the duet in which she could be seen making worried looks. Many of Selena's fans, meanwhile, didn't think the TikTok was funny. In fact, after her best friend put her life in peril to donate a kidney, many people remarked that drinking is rude and risky. Of course, someone commented on how Francia voluntarily donated her kidney to Selena, but the singer merely persisted in binge drinking.
Just seeing my friend get sick, more sick and more sick, it was hard, but at the same time, so positive for our friendship.
And you know how she clapped back to this? It was a joke, you ass. It appears that Francia had a problem with Selena's post-surgery decisions and would not have tolerated her friend engaging in activities like heavy drinking. And Selena's lackadaisical attitude only served to fuel this rumor. So this was back in 2021. But how about now? Has their relationship gotten worse, especially with Selena's Rolling Stone interview? In actuality, many fans would like to see Francia and Selena patch things up, but that's yet to be seen. Their conflict seemed to have turned for the worst, fast. They interacted with the public in July 2021 2022, when the friends shared a humorous TikTok video of themselves taking the "he's a 10 but" challenge, even though they were laughing and having a good time in the video. According to Selena's interview, only a few months later it seemed like they were splitting up. The stars haven't spoken publicly about what went wrong with their friendship as of yet, but it doesn't appear as if things ended peacefully. But you know what? Francia has every right to be upset with Selena. Many of Raisa's supporters responded to Gomez online by leaving comments on E!News' post. One person noted that it's kind of insulting to Francia that she isn't acknowledged at all in the documentary, claiming that Francia saved her life and that not honoring her is so messed up. Point well made. According to Hollywood Life, when Raisa took down her interesting Instagram comment, a TikTok user had the opportunity to screenshot it and create a video about the incident on her page, which garnered further attention. So will they reconcile or will they not? Only time can tell. But Francia Raisa isn't Selena's only friend who's receiving quite the attention lately. In fact, Sunshine Mind author Raquel Stevens is also receiving a lot of criticism online.
Oh, chickpeas.
Are you joking?
Unlike Francia's, Selena's friendship with Raquel was shown in her documentary, but not in a good way, at least according to the fans. For them, they think the author's a little bit too controlling and dismissive of Selena.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. We had the most amazing week in Africa.
I know.
Of course, Raquel was quick to set the record straight, and as much as she's honored that her friendship with the actress was shown, their friendship goes much deeper than what's shown in the documentary. Raquel noted in a guest appearance on the podcast Chicks in the Office that it serves as a nice reminder that whether people are browsing through Instagram, TikTok, or watching a documentary, they're only getting a glimpse into someone's life, and that they're not seeing the whole picture. She continued how the documentary's focused on Selena's life.
Immediately started crying because it hurts.
Yeah.
Everything.
So their friendship wasn't the focus, but it is part of Selena's life, and only a small glimpse of it is shown. Their friendship goes way deeper than that. But if you think all these backlashes will leave Raquel feeling shaken by the internet, folks, you're dead wrong. In fact, she remains steadfast in herself and her friendship with Selena. She clapped back at the haters, saying how she sleeps peacefully at night because she knows she lives a life of integrity, and that no matter how many hurtful words they hurl at her, she'll remain unfazed. With that, we're ending today's video of how Selena Gomez ruined her friendship with Francia Raisa.
About your new album, what would you like your fans to keep in mind with this new project?
I know last night we saw pictures of you hanging out with Selena, getting to enjoy some girl time.
Yes.
How's she going?
From the minute that I found out she needed it, it was all God. It was all just, I felt peace.
There'll be music.
It's just, I'm so proud of her. She's been through so much. I've watched so much happen in her life.
And I put on worship music. I was like, I'm not dealing with this. And I had to go to work that day.
I'm done. I can't do that anymore. That's so... Do you know how like cheap it makes me feel?
Actually, really beautiful. I got it for Earth Day. It's about butterflies. It sounds cheesy, but it's beautiful.
For me, I don't know. I wanted it to be what I felt in that moment.
Sure.
So it was almost like therapy.